Thank you for joining us for another bonus Thursday on Rank the Movies. This week I'm talking about a great film. It is my all-time favorite animated movie. Nothing else beats it. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is more highly ranked by me than this particular film, but that's not full animation. That's animation mixed with live action. So I give the nod to this as being my favorite animated movie because it's all the way animated, and that is Transformers, the movie. It's a great piece of film. If you've never seen Transformers, this is not the Michael Bay movie, just so we're aware. This is the animated movie based on the TV show. It's got a great voice cast, including the voices of Judd Nelson, Eric Idle, and Spock, Leonard Nimoy, and Orson Welles. All lend their voices to this great piece of film. This is one of the most controversial movies ever made, for children anyways, because it kills Optimus Prime. Spoiler alert, Optimus Prime dies in the first act, which petrified many children who went to go see this in theaters, and actually changed the outcome of a different movie, G.I. Joe the movie, which is also great. I might talk about it at some later stage, but it also changed the ending of that movie because of the outcry of why did you kill Optimus Prime. This movie takes place after the second season of the TV show, which was still airing at the time. This movie gaps it, and there's a couple of years between the end of the second season and when this movie takes place, even though it came out the summer after the second season wrapped. Basically, the Autobots are still trying to take back their home on Cybertron, which have been taken over by the Decepticons. They go to Earth, where they have now set up a full city, Autobot City, where they plan to take some Energon cubes, which is what powers them, so they can make another attempt at taking back Cybertron. The Decepticons learn of this trip to get to get materials, so they attack the transport, killing all of the Transformers on the ship, who, for people who watch the show, were all recognizable. Yeah, this movie wiped out an entire generation of Transformers, just so they could make new ones and sell new toys. Anyways, once they arrived at Autobot City on Earth, a big fight ensues. The Autobots call for help, and Optimus Prime is that help. Optimus Prime shows up, gets into a huge fight with Megatron, but unfortunately in the end gets shot and killed. He removes the Matrix of Leadership from his chest, which is supposed to light your darkest hour for the Autobots, and passes it on to the new Autobots leader, Ultra Magnus. But the Matrix is first held by Hot Rod, who is a young, hot-headed Autobot. With the Decepticons now fleeing because, well, they've been defeated, Megatron is severely damaged, and it's decided all the damaged Decepticons need to be thrown out into space because they're weighing down their transport, Megatron being among them. Being shoved out by his cowardly number 2 Starscream. Great moment. Great movie. Megatron is found by Unicron, which is a floating, sentient planet. And he is transformed from Megatron into Galvatron, which is when Leonard Nimoy takes over from Frank Welker. Galvatron is the lackey of Unicron, and Galvatron's mission is to find the Matrix of Leadership and destroy it. He believes he's done it because Optimus Prime is dead, but he's told, no. You didn't do it. It's been passed on. So, Galvatron and his group of resurrected Decepticons go and attack Autobot City, which causes the Autobots to flee off into space to try to get away, to escape, and regroup for a new assault. Galvatron also goes to Cybertron, where the Decepticons are ushering in their new leader, Starscream, where he blasts Starscream into nothingness. Great moment. It's bad comedy, is the line. It's a great line. The Autobots end up crash landing on a junk planet with a bunch of robots who talk TV. They quote commercials and TV shows, and they're all voiced by Eric Idle from Monty Python. They decide to raise an assault against Unicron. Ultra Magnus is destroyed on this junk planet by the Decepticons, and Galvatron tries to use the Matrix of Leadership on Unicron. For not, he is unable to activate it, and Unicron transforms into a giant humanoid robot because if the giant scary planet that was sentient wasn't terrifying enough, now he's a giant person shape. He then goes to destroy Cybertron to punish Galvatron more. The Autobots attack. Hot Rod and Galvatron get into a fight where you learn that Hot Rod is the true successor to Optimus Prime and is able to use the Matrix of Leadership to destroy Unicron, thereby uniting the Decepticons and the Autobots for a time. The show did continue on with Rodimus Prime as the new hero and Galvatron as the new villain. Neither were voiced by their Hollywood counterparts. Frank Welker, who voiced Megatron, took back the voice for Galvatron, and I don't know who voiced Hot Rod after the fact. It is a great movie. It is so well done. Being a giant 90-minute toy ad, it doesn't take away from what this movie has, which is a good plot, good characters, and an amazing soundtrack. Stan Bush is the artist who performs the music, and it is an integral part of why I love this movie as much as the movie itself. I actually got to go see it in theaters a year or two ago with one of my friends. It was amazing to see it on the big screen. I've always loved this movie. If you've never seen it, check it out. If the only thing you've seen are the Michael Bay movies, they're mostly not awful. They're not anything special. They're just mostly not awful. This is really good. This is the Transformers you should be checking out. And definitely check it out. Alright, well, stop back next week for another Bonus Thursday and see what movie I'll be talking about then. Thinking of going with my favorite Hitchcock movie. We'll see how that goes. Don't forget to check out Wednesday's video. I'm going to be talking about the Scream franchise. If you've been going, these franchise months are too long! There's only 4 movies in the Scream franchise, so it's going to be a much shorter video this Wednesday. If you haven't watched any of the other videos I've discussed, definitely go check them out in the archives or one of the playlists. Alright, see you next time.